This episode is brought to you by halitosis. Look here, you Charmander breath motherfuckers. The mask mandates have spoiled you. For some reason, y'all got comfortable not paying attention to y'all mouth hygiene, and now y'all are farting from your kissers every time you say hi to me. Brush your fucking teeth. The reason for this climate change is not because of global warming. It's because you hot hole shit eaters are opening your foul-smelling muzzles. Use fucking mouthwash. At this point, it's a fucking struggle to grow facial hair when you're trying to bitch about your life problems to my face and burning away my mustache mid-conversation. All y'all did was bitch about wearing masks, and I know exactly why. Every time you will wear your mask for 5 minutes, your lips start sweating. That's because the mask is causing you to turn your own breath into a fucking sauna. Hell, you can drink bleach for all I fucking care, but find a solution. Because the sensation I get from y'all talking into my face from them high-powered heat waves is the same sensation every contestant gets on Hot Ones when they get to their last wing sauce. A sweaty forehead and teary eyes. Now let's start the episode.
Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes.
Welcome to episode 64.
Yeah.
64. Welcome to episode 64 of the Our Sins and Woes podcast where a bunch of dumbass millennials talk about the dumbest opinions, the dumbest perspectives, dumbest mistakes, and the dumbest complaints. I'm your host, Nelson. Thank you for joining me today. Shout out 795 Production.
Yeah, we here.
Gang, gang?
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Gang, gang on everything. Shout out 795 Production.
Zazzle?
Yikes. Subscribe to the YouTube. Just to be difficult. Subscribe to the fucking YouTube. To get all uploads from everything that is YCC Entertainment, or just go to yccentertainment.com. If you go to YouTube and you subscribe, leave a like on this episode and leave a...
No, we're not doing this year.
We're not doing this year?
No.
Leave a like on this episode and leave a comment. Telling us your favorite moment from last episode.
There we go.
Fuck this nigga, Eric.
I'm just surprised you actually listened to me.
Yeah, whatever. YCCentertainment.com/Our Sins and Woes. Make sure you go to the check out the webpage for everything that we have coming, everything that we have loaded, plugs of the weeks, all that shit. We got our 20th plug of the week, by the way. Our 20th plug of the week for volume 2. So, yeah. Definitely going to be closing that out and starting up volume 3 with the next episode. Shout out Zazzle. If you're interested in merch, go to zazzle.com/AskSinsAndWoes. Find all your favorite merch there. Or like I said, just go to the website. Join us on Patreon.
Yeah.
Subscribe for as low as $1 a fucking month to get the extended audio. Because after an hour, I say bye to you free niggas. And you hate being told when to leave. You want to stay till the end. Subscribe as low as $1. Or be a big baller and subscribe for that $15 a month. And get all the content for all the podcasts that are under YCC Entertainment, to include all the extended audio episodes, video episodes, and the exclusive episodes. As far as shout-outs, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. Let me go and introduce my guest. Our returning guest.
Yes.
Our longest held returning guest.
Yes.
Lewis is after 58 episodes.
Yes.
Lewis is finally back. Our episode 6 guest came on for episode 10 for the roundtable.
The streets wanted it.
The streets
I'm telling you. You got to give the people what they want. But I do have one question before we start.
What?
How did I not get episode 69? That would have been so iconic.
Oh, shit.
And we're off to this.
At least it wasn't like 66, because then that would have been like 666. That would have been cute. That's not cute.
All right. But 69 would have been your episode.
Yo, that would have been iconic.
Fucking hate you. Welcome back, Lewis. How are you, Queen?
I am living. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back.
Yo, the step up here, like the big dick mic, like the black and white, like I live. The black man is out here doing it.
Dull moment with you, I swear. It was never one. Appreciate it, though. Yeah, we've come a long way, and it seems to be a short amount of time, but feels like forever.
Yeah.
So shout out to our Patreons. Shout out for keeping the funding up. Shout out QH, Frank P, Jacoya J, Bella S, Tyrant Total LO, and Jake Carter. Shout out our lovers of Woes, Dedrick N, Elliot, and David B. We do this because y'all keep the funding up. And all the other new Patreons that we're going to have soon because they're going to subscribe for as low as $1.
I heard that.
It's nice to have you back. I'm glad you came back. You like to fall off the face of the earth, get your life together and all that shit.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take some time to yourself and like try and
I don't
figure
know what
out.
that means. I can't not be here for the people.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just take a little break from the people and you come back a little stronger, a little better than what you were when you left. At least for me, anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. As long as you're only speaking for you.
Yeah. So, disclaimer already. Whatever I say about anything gay or anything in any type of way, I only represent myself before anybody tries to cancel me.
Nah, don't worry about that here. Hey, guys, Lewis is gay.
But I don't speak for all of us.
No.
I just speak for my own faggot ass.
Cancel button.
Warning. Cancel culture is imminent.
Oh gosh.
Why do I feel like Lewis is going to say more cancel-worthy shit than I am in this episode?
I tell you, I got a mouth. A pretty good one, I'm told.
We need to have a counter for every time.
I was
Lewis
just
says-
about to say that.
Like in the bottom corner of the screen, every time Lewis gets one off, we're just going to say, there's a
Nah.
counter.
Gets one
I didn't know
off.
how to say it any other way.
If I had $1.
It's 3.
Oh shit.
Oh, man. Sin of the day, woe of the week.
Into it.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year. Happy New Things. Happy New
2020.
Wars.
Yeah, this is the first episode of the year. So
Yeah.
happy, technically it's the first episode of the year. Why is, don't.
Yeah.
Don't. Don't you dare. I know you're about to say something about that.
That BG energy.
Yeah, happy 2022.
Yeah.
2022 to everybody. And glad to have you here coming into this new year. It's been a rough year for a lot of people. So we're glad to have you here with us while we continue to thrive in this new millennia. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Sin of the day. Forgetting to make the driver your friend. Yeah. Forgetting to make the driver your friend.
Okay, you're going to have to unpack that.
Oh, 100%. I made the mistake of entertaining a female and didn't make the driver my friend. And the driver's the sober one. And the one that you're talking to is usually the more, like, the looser one. I don't want to say intoxicated or drunk,
Okay.
but the looser one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I forgot how priority that is like somebody had, like the wingman syndrome. Like usually, you send the ugly guy on the driver.
Okay.
So in that sense, I forgot to make the driver the friend, because when the person is telling you, hey, you should come to this party we're doing, and the driver's like, nah, he's good. Therein lies my problem.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Or like, I think at one point in my time, there was a situation where like the homegirl was telling me to come to the house for the party, and then the driver, I felt like was going out of her way to lose me in traffic.
Right.
So I say that to say, you got to make sure that you become friends with the driver, because she's usually mommy or the dead mother.
Well, I mean, I guess you could technically get the address and just Uber. It's 2022. Forget the driver.
What if I'm driving?
Well, I mean, where are you coming from?
Say if I meet you at a club
Mhm.
and you're with your friends, you're having a couple drinks, she's not, she's driving, and you're telling me to come over, and she's like, nah, nigga.
All right. What would I do in that situation? And the friend's like not having it, like at
Yeah.
all.
But she's probably just salty because nobody's hitting on her.
Right. Well, I mean, at that point, I don't know. I gotta separate it. Like divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like get away from the friend.
Look, I don't like to split friends up. I will say
Okay.
that. I don't like if the females came together, they should leave together.
So what? Like if you like the one girl, if you're making friends with the driver, doesn't that like kind of like contradict itself? Like,
No, because I always talk to the fat friend first.
Yikes.
I always talk to the fat friend first.
Isn't
Because
that?
first of all, there's two reasons why. Because you have to befriend the fat person,
okay.
but also because fat friends usually have more personality.
It's true. We do.
Well, true.
All right.
Oh damn. Yeah, we didn't even go there.
Yeah, I mean, let's just call a spade, guys.
Fuck you, nigga. I have a great personality. All right. My podcast audience likes it. So that counts. Yeah, no, I usually talk to the fat friend first anyway because like she's more inclined to have a decent conversation. You just
Right.
have to ease the bad bitches into the circle.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just a hoe because like I make friends with all the friends. I don't know which one I'm gonna take home.
All right. Jesus, Lewis. Stop neglecting the fat friends. They need the love too. And the sober drivers and all of them. Unless she comes by herself.
Good to cuddle with in the wintertime.
The fat friends?
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of cuffing season.
No.
No.
It's a stupid concept.
It is a stupid concept.
Not cuddle, like no cuddling at all. Because I don't cuff anybody. Like I do what I want. I just like if I'm gonna cuddle in the middle of the wintertime in a snowstorm, I want a little weight on you.
I don't believe in the cuffing season. I have heat in my house. I have a thermostat, so like if I need to get warm during the winter, it's gonna turn the dial up.
Bro, it's funny how women look for big niggas for cuffing season, but as soon as like holiday season comes around, they're quick to drop them.
Is that a thing? Like they
Yes.
drop them right after?
Or right
Wow.
before Christmas. Either right
Yeah.
before Christmas or right before Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Talk
'cause
about
it's
hibernating.
yeah, it's like right after Thanksgiving, and like boom,
Yeah. They just want you from September to November.
want you for those family events.
Yeah.
Well,
4th of July, Memorial Day, all that kind of shit.
well, they're normally the good niggas though. So I
Yeah.
can see that. I can understand why you want to bring them home for the holidays.
I don't want to take you to Christmas unless we're married.
Yikes!
I wouldn't buy you anything extravagant.
I would buy you anything. The fuck? You want candles? You like candles?
I guess it's not
Why
about
you
the
kidding?
presents, right?
Nah, it's about the fact that I spent time with you.
True.
Because I'm definitely going to be sitting at home if I'm not spending time with you during the holidays. So it's like one or the other. That's it. Yeah, no, cuffing season is, like I said, I have a thermostat.
Right.
I don't need to be warm during the winter under somebody else's body. I have a mink blanket. I think I got this figured out.
Same.
I don't know. I don't think you could ever be too warm.
4. Where's that 5? I lost count. So yeah, that's why I said the other day. I got to do better about making the drivers my friends. My woe of the week, and this is a big one. People that think parenting is a job instead of a responsibility. People that think parenting is a full-time job. I hate people that think that. Because I can quit my job as long as I'm keeping my lights on. There's nothing wrong with me quitting my job.
Right.
Quitting parenting is a problem. And if you look at parenting like it's a 9 to 5, you're probably my non-existent biological father. Also, shout out that nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still doing that.
Right.
We're still shouting out our exes and our non-existent biological fathers. But yeah, no. I hate, and I had a whole argument with some people at a bar about that, and it was funny because you could tell they weren't parents for them to say that.
Yeah.
But then when I'm asking parents, and they're like, "It's a responsibility. It's literally a repercussion of your actions."
Right.
Right. Like you
They're-
chose this.
Exactly. Like, and it's something that it's expected of you to do.
Right.
Working is not always expected of you to do, especially depending on your circumstances. So, yeah, I and then their counter argument was, you're wrong if you, or I was like, you can quit a job. They were like, yeah, but people look at you the wrong way if you quit a job. What?
Oh no.
Who does that?
That's what I said.
Well, I guess it depends on what you do after you quit the job.
And their argument was that, well, we build teams here. Like we're, I'm building a team and people are depending on me. I said, your job can be a responsibility,
Right.
but parenting is not a job.
Right.
It's only a responsibility.
No, I can agree with that.
So, but your job can be considered a responsibility as well. But their argument was that, if you quit your job, people are going to look at you the wrong way. And I said, no, they aren't. Like, if they do, as long as you're holding, as long as you're maintaining your responsibilities, such as, paying your bills
Right.
and making sure everything's taken care of, who would get mad at you for quitting your job? What if you're
Nobody.
quitting your job and moving up and moving into a more higher paying job?
No, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I always try and believe that, like, unless you're paying my bills, like, don't worry about me. And if, like, you quit a job, then, like, whatever I do afterwards, as long as I'm taken care of, I'm not asking you for anything. It's none of your business.
Right. And that's what it was like. It was like, and they were like, well, people look at you wrong when you quit your job, just like people look at you when you stop parenting. I
Right.
said, but not being a parent is immorally wrong.
Right. Like, I feel like that is definitely walking away from a job and walking away from a child are two totally different
Two
things.
completely different
That's
things.
That's totally two different things because you bring a person into a world, and then like if you want to walk away, I don't know. For me, it's just like being gay and being that like it's going to be a little bit of a different type of walk for having children and things. It's a choice, and you chose to bring some other person
Correct.
into the earth.
And that's why it's a responsibility, because that's a repercussion of your choice.
And I just feel like if you walk away from something that you did and you brought this person into the earth, and you just walk away from it, like
You're neglecting your responsibilities.
they didn't ask to be here.
Correct. So, and that's, if you look at it like a job, you suck my dick. That's my energy. And like I said, the issue with that was I have this conversation with these people, but then I go and talk to other parents and they're like, it's a responsibility. It can feel like a job,
Yeah.
but it's a responsibility. It's not a job. It's not something I clock in and I clock out of. It's not something that I submit W-2s for. It's not something that is paying me every week or bi-weekly.
That's what a babysitter is for.
But,
Yes,
you know-
that's when it's a job. When you're a teacher, a babysitter, nanny, whatever have you been, that's when it becomes a job.
But I feel like that like kind of stems from like which age you had your child, or like certain generational differences. Like I don't know what ages the people you were at the bar with, but I see different people with different people with kids, and the way they approach it and the age where they come from. Like a lot of things go into that, and when they look at it like it's a job, like they've been taught that like maybe they grew up the whole time like their parents were telling them that it was a job to like raise, like you know what I mean. It's just like wherever you came
That's fair.
from.
That's a very fair
and
argument.
like I'm sure somebody younger is gonna think that it's a job when somebody that like is in their mid 30s is like it's a blessing. You know what I mean? Like this is a
Yeah.
responsibility. It's just where you are in your life when you have the child. I think.
That's fair. No, you're talking about like when they're weighing the work as opposed to the worth,
Right.
Yeah.
or weighing the workload. in a
Yeah.
sense.
And,
That's
it's just,
fair.
and I mean, it really doesn't even matter about age. It's just like a maturity
Your mentality.
level. Yeah, maturity level. Like, how mature are you about what you're doing in your life?
Fuck. Okay, so they're just young and dumb. That's what I got out of that.
I guess I tried to say it in the nicest way possible.
Nah, fuck being political. You're right. We're not here for that. But yeah, I hate that mentality. And maybe it is like when you say it's a almost a maturity aspect. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe I'm just arguing with immature. Well, I've always been arguing with immature people.
Right.
But that would make sense that why they would think that it's like, okay, this is harder than I thought it was going to be because I'm so young or inexperienced or
Right.
not mature or shit like that, as opposed to like, no, I got life figured out. So I know that this is just a responsibility. This
Right.
is something I have to take care of. This is along the lines of death, taxes, and parenting.
Right.
One thing I do hate too, I hate when like one spouse or the mother or the dad's like, "Oh, I gotta babysit my kid." You mean raise them? The fuck do you mean babysit?
Right.
Like,
Yeah. People have that misconstrued. I posted some shit the other day. It had been like a week ago, and it was like, if the father is active, you're not a single mom. You're just a single woman.
yeah,
And I posted that, And I saw another girl repost. I don't think she posted mine, but she reposted the same meme, and she was like, "Bitch, I'm the mother and the father." And I'm just like, "Oh, you're such a damaged woman."
Right.
See, no, that's
I hate when mothers claim the father thing. I do hate that.
mothers. Y'all literally have every other day. Let the man have Father's Day if he's active in the child's life.
No, let the men have the title of fathers. No man is trying to say I'm my child's mother too.
Right.
Like, you're just a father, nigga. And to you ladies, you're just the mother. Because there are certain things you might think, look, you could be the best mother on the fucking planet, but you'll never be that child's father.
Yeah.
You can be all that parent that kid needs. I'm not saying there's some single moms out here that are fucking killing the game.
Yeah.
I know if I didn't have my stepfathers in my life probably would have turned out differently. Because it's a role.
No, I mean, there's certain things that you learn from, like,
Yeah.
when you're with a man, like, that a woman, like, they can try it and things like that. But it's like, I spent a lot of time with my dad recently, and it's like certain things, just being with him for long periods of time, just it pushes you into, like, a certain type of manhood.
Different things, yeah. And that's what it is. It's like, I get it. It's not a neglect of your parenthood, but it's just an acknowledgement of, like, there are certain things that a kid can only get from a father, just like there are certain things a kid can only get from a mother.
Right?
Exactly. And to the women who are raising young men, don't treat them like they're your boyfriend instead of your child, because when he grows up, he will leave you
Right.
for another woman. So
Wait,
don't
treat
get
them like
mad.
who's treating their kids like their boyfriends?
You'd be surprised.
That's yikes.
Well, it
That's
gets to a
family
point. No, I mean,
That's family strokes at that point. Who's doing that? Bitches, stop.
Nah, cause it's like the women's like, oh yeah, every single man left me, so I'm gonna raise you and raise you right how to do this and that, but like, don't you dare try to leave me type
Yeah,
shit.
ladies, stop calling your sons king. Y'all gotta stop doing that.
no, it's just like an emotional attachment that, like, you know, I talk to so many women, and I see so many situations and things like that where it's like they relationships aren't working out, and it's just kind of weird, like, how close you get. Like, and I mean, you're supposed to be close to your kids, like, nothing against that at all, but it shouldn't be where I'm, like, looking at you cock sideways, like, wait, what? Or, like, when the person gets married, you lose your mind. Like, as soon as they find a significant other, it's like, what's, like, they're supposed to be your children, and you shouldn't treat them as your partner.
Yeah, that's weird. That is really weird. I told you, that's family strokes. That's what I got out of that. What do you mean, stepdad?
Oh, God.
We're allowed to do that?
No.
So,
Right, for the record, no.
so yeah, that's my will of the week. The people that look at parenting like it's a fucking job as opposed to a responsibility. It is a responsibility. And if you don't follow through with that responsibility, you are going to be looked at like a shitty person. But you can quit your job. You can move on to a different job. You can't move on to a different kid. There's no such thing as step fry cook or adoptive server. You can be a stepdad or adopted son, but you can't be a step fry cook and a fucking adopted server. Like,
right.
that's just a new server. That's what that is at that point.
Absolutely.
But you're not a new dad. Unless you're those kids' father from Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Shut up.
Like,
Shut
are you
up.
my new daddy? So, yeah, that's my sin of the day, my will of the week. Lewis, it's been a long time.
It has.
Let me tell you what I've done about your community.
Oh, here we go.
So back on, what was it, episode 36 or something like that? 34, 36, 33, 32, somewhere in the 30. Shout out to Zion. Shout out Catch Some Z's podcast. Make sure you check them out.
Yeah.
I came up with this dope name
No, this should be good.
because I thought that the Alphabet Club was a little bit excessive.
Okay.
Because it's 26 letters in the alphabet?
Yes,
yeah.
26.
Okay, I always forget that number. Then I just thought that was too many. It's just excessive.
Okay.
So what I came up with was Nuevas Nueve.
Nuevas Nueve.
Yeah. For New 9.
New 9.
Yeah. The LGBTQIAPK community. Because I put respect on your name. So I make sure I call out every letter. And since there's 9 letters, the new 9.
The new 9. I like that. I mean, I guess like, I I don't know, when it comes to like the alphabet and all of that, like it's like I've always been somebody that just likes to be myself, and that changes through day to day. And like when it comes to like how angry people get about like stuff like that, like I don't know, whenever I get angry about anything,
Having a title or not having a title?
having a title. Why title anything? Why make it any? Why is it supposed to be anything? I've met so many different types of people that like fall under that umbrella, because I mean, shoot, they have like what 56 different genders in New York alone, like that you can sign up for. Like it's like at some point, like at the end of the day, like I identify with that, but I also identify with being black. I also identify with being like into music, a dancer. Like it's just so many other facets that like to be so angry about somebody else's thoughts on you or what they think they should call you, and like letting that make you feel anything, I think is like letting them win.
I'll see, but I'll understand that as far as like the outside yelling in, but I also have an issue with the inside yelling out.
Right.
Because I've had this conversation with Penrose and Protest and Riot. We were talking about like people putting themselves in boxes, and like a lot of the titles that come with the LGBTQIAPK community, they treat themselves as nouns. They'll treat them titles as nouns instead of as adjectives.
Absolutely.
Like you're not a black gay, you're a black gay man.
Exactly.
You're not a white lesbian. You're a white lesbian woman.
Right.
Like whatever have you be. Even if you're a transgender before or after the process, then you're either a transgender woman or you're a man in the process of trying to be a transgender woman.
Right.
So they use the titles as nouns as opposed to like I don't call me a woman. I'm a lesbian.
Right.
What? No, you're a lesbian woman. Your
Right.
LGBTQIAPK titles are adjectives. They are to describe what kind of man or woman you are. There are only two genders.
Right.
Except in New York because there's 56.
Right.
But
and that's the thing, with the whole pronouns and like all of that stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, I want to be called Lewis. I want what the idea of who I am, like all that should be is Lewis. Like, and I feel like people they need the validation from other people, or they need some type of
you have to add 16 different adjectives just to show you that you're different because your name is not alone.
And I mean, you have every right. You have every right to You have every right to be wanted to call whatever you want. But I mean, I guess I just lose it when it's like you don't understand that maybe the person that you're talking to doesn't understand. Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of situations where I've been in bars or I've been at work. Like, I work around people all the time, and it's a lot of conversations and things like that. And I realized that like people, you have to kind of accept people where they're at when it comes to that. And for me to like just barge down on like, I want to be called this. Like, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I want to be called Lewis. Like, at whatever your idea of that is going to be, like, it's just shown through how I represent myself every day. Like, I don't want to represent, I guess I just don't want to be thought of as I represent a group outside of myself.
Yeah, like, and that makes sense because you are the type of person that you are, but you're talking from a person that's very well confident within themselves.
Right.
So, and then you have these other people that they do want to be identified as a black gay man because it's easier, they feel like it's easier for them to relate to other people.
Right.
Like, don't call me a straight black man. I'm Nelson.
Right.
They're like, it's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
So,
but some people need that power because, like a lot of wherever you come from, like I was very lucky that like I was able to explore myself when I wanted to. Like I didn't have to hide. I didn't have to like suppress myself.
What
so
did you
I
say?
mean,
your mom just took you to pride and said, "Yeah, I don't know
she
what to
said,
do with you."
I don't know what to do with you. Go find your people. Like just find your people. God, I tell you, I found my people. And no, and that's the thing. It was like the beauty of that. Like she letting me go like that. I was able to figure out that like, yeah, that's cool. That's one part of me, but like.
I'm still Lewis at the end of the day.
Right. Like, why am I just don't believe that I should be representing anybody. Like, if I make a choice to be transgendered, if I make a choice, like, in those choices, like, you want to be represented and you want to feel like you're being heard and things. But if you're transgendered and now your name is Ariel, I don't really, it feels like, I want to make sure I say this the right way or how I mean it. But if your name is Ariel now, like, all I know is that you are Ariel. Whatever was before, like, okay, whatever. Like, you're Ariel now, and like I'm more focused on
Who
seeing the
Ariel
people,
is as
seeing
opposed
the
to
people.
who this transgender
Right,
woman
you
is.
you don't represent everyone, and that's the thing. Everybody's different. I
Yeah,
can't.
well,
just
no.
say-
You as a gay man represent everybody that is in the LGBTQIAPK community because all of you are of the same plight and all of you have the same box and you're all. This is the bullshit that they say.
But I mean, when you live at, but I mean, no,
Because they
no.
make it seem like all of you guys' plight is the same. You all represent each other. That's why I don't like the fact that they put you guys in a community like that in the New Evis. As much as I say it, it's hilarious. But I do hate that they say like they don't say the gay community. They say the LGBT community, and it's like, but the gays and the transgenders are having two completely different arguments.
Exactly.
Like, lesbian and bi, okay, maybe.
Right.
Maybe they're having the same argument. But like when you add in transgenders, you add in the pansexuals, the intersex, you add in all these other things, then the conversations are not the same. So you can't make it seem like they're all fighting the same, or they're all one community.
Well, I mean, really, when they like, I want to say, and I'm not well versed, I don't have history. This is just what I believe and how I've experienced it. Whether I'm gay or somebody's transgender, there is some type of kinship. There is some type of plight that we all had to go through. Because I mean, really, when the straight world looks into us, our identity in each one of those, gay, lesbian, bi, it's about our sex. It's about who we're having sex with. Like
the traditional people are looking at you like you're different.
Right. We're alternative. Like, and I mean, in that sense, yeah, we all kind of float under the whole thing. Because I mean, the gay movement would have never happened without the trans people throwing bricks at Stonewall. Like, if they didn't make the first steps and start the riots, and like it really, I don't know when the point of it becoming such a separate thing. Because I mean, I feel like just because I feel kinship to a transgendered person, I feel kinship to a thing because people are judging you on who you choose to love or how you have sex. And I mean, that's just something that like you kind of like, if I meet somebody from Idaho, like, and we talk about our high school experience, it's probably exactly the same, whether you're gay, transgender, all that stuff. So, I mean, I get why it's all grouped together, but it's just,
But I'll only say that from a standpoint of the minority community.
right.
Like, yes, we're all minorities, Black, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, whatever have you be it. But the Black Lives Matter argument is different from the Stop Asian Hate argument.
Right.
So that's why I say, like, even if you find a coalition within that community, the arguments within that community, if you put us all in a room together, we're having different conversations. If you put all of us in front of a white person, it seems like we're having the same conversation.
Yes.
So, and that's why I say, like, it's once you get into that community, like,
it's a lot of infighting. It's a lot of infighting. Like we talked about when we talked about in the last video, like the whole gay, black and white, like it really saw it. Like there's apps that people use online, and I was sitting in DC, and I saw where one was just straight black men and one was just white men, and I was just thinking in my head, these are the same exact app. Some rich smart man basically figured out that this is how this is going to work. It's the same app and getting paid. The same person's getting paid twice. Yeah, and it's just like the differences in like lesbians to gays, like transgender, all the infighting. Because I mean, I worked in DC, and it was just kind of strange because there was a AIDS program. It was like an AIDS program, and we had transgenders, we had gay people all working together, and it was like we would go in a room and it was like we couldn't even talk to each other. Yeah, and I was just like, what is happening, or what is driving that? Because I mean, I guess just being able to talk to people from all walks of life, living in this Northern Virginia area, you meet people from all over, and it's just like I try and always look at how the other person would see it. Yeah, I guess, and it's like
I always tell people America's biggest problem is there's no unity within arguments.
Right,
we have zero unity within arguments because there can be two black people asking for the same thing, going about it two different ways. Yes, and that's black people, just like without gender, without nomenclatures, without anything else. I'm just talking African Americans. We can want the same thing and have two completely different conversations. Right. There's no unity within our arguments. That's why we can't get shit accomplished around here. Like, think about when people get the most accomplished is because they band together.
Right.
You locked arms with everybody. But if the black people are fighting in the black community or the gay people are fighting in the gay community, what the fuck are you getting
Where
accomplished?
you're not getting anything accomplished. And I was talking about how like everything going on in in politics, everything going on in like the local neighborhoods, everything going on. It's like I don't think anything really will work until we start to understand that if we don't come together and come up like somebody can think this, somebody can think this, but if we can't walk in a room and talk about it, we can't get the greater idea.
Yeah.
Maybe a little from each one, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like just the society is so me-oriented. Will we ever get there?
No.
Everybody's always worried about me.
Progressively get further away from it the more that Twitter is alive.
Right. Everybody's always looking at what you have, what you're doing, and how I can't get there. And a lot of times, like, you know, I found myself like when I would delete like social media and things like that. Like I'm looking at people that I have known for life, and it's just like I'm not doing that. So it made me feel bad about myself. But it's just like, you know, I had to realize that, like, you know, not everything is for you, and not everything is like everything comes in its own time. So just like for us to be fighting about just dumb stuff or like just trying to be better than the other person, where are you going to get from that?
Yeah. Yep. There should be an understanding of individualism as opposed to, that's why I said I hate the coalition shit. I hate, like, I'm the most triggeringest most black person I know around here. Like, I piss black people off.
I was going to say, do you piss off black people and white people or just black people?
I piss off both.
He pisses off everybody.
I piss off everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm calling out the mayonnaise sapiens. But I'm also telling the black people, shut the fuck up and let white people say nigga, or don't say nigga yourself.
Right.
So I'm pissing off all the communities.
Yeah.
But again, just because I'm black, it doesn't mean I represent, like you said, I don't represent everybody that is black.
Exactly.
I represent me. I'm Nelson. That's why I'm not opening the episode with, hi, my name is Black Man. Thank you for joining me today.
Could you imagine? Black man.
No, we're not. Yeah, no. I do stand for a representation of myself, but at the end of the day, I do have the luxury because of the kind of platform that I push. I do have the luxury of, like, sometimes you can't tell what's my argument and what's not, because I can vicariously speak for other people.
No, absolutely.
Sometimes I play devil's advocate just to play it.
And my thing is, everybody's always evolving. Like, I may think one thing one day, and I think the other thing the other day. And it's just, I feel like with cancel culture and with everything going on in media and things like that, somebody can believe something one day and they can change their mind
the other day.
And people need to be allowed to do that.
People should be allowed to do that. And that's the problem.
Right.
You're not allowed to renege on your own ideas. If you thought something fucking 20 years ago, you should be suffering for it later down the road.
Right.
Like, that's the PRISM system at its finest right there. It's like, no, give them life. Wait, so there's no time for redemption? You might as well give them the death penalty at that point.
No, because, I mean, through my own experiences with, like, law enforcement and, like, judges and things like that, like, it's just, where is the rehabilitation? Where is something that's going to make us better? It needs to be a
pure process.
If it felt like, most times it felt like it was just like a money grab. Like, you just wanted as much money from me as possible that I didn't have.
Yeah. No, I that's a whole nother conversation for another time. But the prison system I've made that argument before. I said I don't think life should exist. I don't think life should exist, or 100 years, or 200 years, or whatever the fuck they call it. I said I believe that outside, at a certain point, like, I'll throw 25 out there just for shits and giggles. There should be no deaths. I mean, there should be no prison sentence longer than 25 years. I'm not saying 25 years is the number. I'm just shotgunning a number out there.
So you murder
25 or death.
So you believe that should be a death penalty?
Some people have to get buried under the fucking, like, if you're a mass murderer, no, I don't think you need a rehabilitation process. You just got to go. But, I mean, it gets a little bit more in depth than that, so I don't have a list of everything that
I got you. Yeah, no, and I mean, I don't want to talk about things that I don't know. Like, I have my feelings about certain things about that, but it's just like
I don't think there's. My argument is, regardless of whether I stand for the death penalty, I don't think there should be a such thing as life,
right?
Because you don't create a rehabilitation process.
Right
now, when you talk about repeat offenders and constant fucker uppers, then that's different.
Right.
That's like if you're in jail for 15 years and then you get out and 6 months later you're in jail for another 10 years, then
Yeah.
I can't really
can't
make
really
an
help
argument
you.
for you.
Right.
But I don't think you should do more than a collective 25 years in prison. There needs to be a rehabilitation process for you. We need to be able to send you back out to make sure that our programs are working.
Right.
If we're putting you in a prison and it's not fixing the problem, that's something wrong with the prison system.
Yeah.
I mean, people are bad, but people go to jail and get their life together.
Yeah.
True.
So if you create that standard that like a rehabilitation process can work, then that's the standard that you need to rock with.
Yeah.
But to see the problem is it's gonna be work, which nobody wants to do.
I got nothing for you.
Right.
Fucking fall in line or
Right.
fuck off.
Bro, there's like this. I'll say two things. There's this famous quote by Kevin Hart that says, "Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to put the work in."
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's that. And then, did you guys hear about the truck driver who got his sentence reduced from 110 years to just 10 years? Because of
Yeah.
Wait, was Kim Kardashian behind that?
I don't know. I don't know what that thing is doing.
Yikes. Kim Kardashian, I did not think you're a thing. But Brittany Renner, you're definitely a thing. Also, shout out Brittany Renner.
Bruh, I can't say anything. North already flames up her mom enough, and North flaming Kim is the funniest shit ever.
Oh, 100%.
She's like, Mom, you're
North
not
be
famous for
on that
anything.
ass. North be on Kim K's ass.
North is the female version of Kanye, which
Facts.
I'm totally here for.
Facts.
She's like, Mom.
Facts.
She's like, Mom, you're not famous for anything, are you? She's like, well, she's like, then no, you're not.
Yeah, no, North be on her ass. I've been watching North roast her ass for a while. But death penalty, jail talk, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about? The rehabilitation process? Needs to be a rehabilitation process or something like that.
I don't know.
But yeah, Nuevas Nueve. That's my new
and that's the
title
thing.
this-
You know, I like it. I can get down with that.
Or just New 9.
New 9.
Yeah, the New 9.
Sounds
Until
like
they
a
add a 10.
superhero group.
I mean, there's gonna be one. I mean, I don't know. It's just so it's such a umbrella. Like, why name it anything once it's so many letters?
I believe that. Like, people. But, like, that's how you umbrella that shit.
Right? Like, why is it
People.
not just people?
But, again, some people like that box.
No, and that's the thing. It's like I check off this thing like as a representative, or like I don't know. Like I said, some people go through things and it's just like that. They find power in it. Like
Yeah.
they just find power in that behind that title, and it's just like just find power behind your name, behind being a person.
Is flamboyant an acceptable word?
Yeah, I'll accept that. I can get down with that. I've heard a lot worse.
I don't know if flamboyant was the proper word, but you're outgoingly gay?
I would say outgoingly friendly.
No. I mean, I can spot you're gay from a mile away. So I'm trying to figure out a proper way to describe that
Right.
to roll into my next.
I don't know when I was talking to somebody recently, and it was just like the way they said it was that I walk perfectly between my masculine side and my feminine side.
Agreed.
And you can see both. Like you can see both because I'll get down and like change a tire. I've worked on cars. Like I will go out and do some work. Like and
But you'll also pop that pussy for a real
pop
nigga.
that pussy for a real nigga, baby. Pop it for a real nigga.
Oh, shit.
But
Lewis is my guy. He knows
Yeah, I
that.
tell ya.
So like, don't get it twisted. I be fucking with him, but like, as you can see, he's getting his one-liners off.
Yeah.
And Lewis be sliding in my DM saying some wild shit too. So.
well, I mean, I thought that I didn't even know I was going to be doing this today. I thought that was a you up text. I was like, Nelson.
you up there.
I was like, Nelson hit me real fast.
I hate you. So, outgoingly friendly.
Yes. But no, I mean, yeah, I've definitely like more flamboyant. Like I cheered and like I've never really been stifled like on how to be myself. And I've just noticed throughout my whole life like that, me being this way, people are just naturally nice to me.
Yeah. But no, and I said it to say like you being like unsurprisingly gay. There it is.
Right.
That's what I want to say.
Ah.
Unsurprisingly gay. Which one sticks out more, or which one do you get affected by more, being gay or being black?
Being, I would say it'd probably be about the same. Like, just because being black, those things that are going to come with that. Like, I'd have been in handcuffs when I didn't need to be. I'd have been followed when I didn't need to be. Like,
Story of my life.
and being gay, it was more of not feeling like you're accepted by straight men, not feeling like you're accepted by black people. Like to be black and then have more white friends than I did black friends growing up, just because of that particular reason. And things are changing now, like, and now it's like more not a thing, but just like I was in high school when like Will and Grace was out. That was the only gay people that you saw, and they were all white. So
Yeah.
I mean, nobody really knew what to do with it at that point.
Wait, Will and Grace is a gay couple?
Will and Grace, it was a gay show, and it was
I
about
never watched it.
It was about a gay man and his straight girl best friend. They like lived together, like, and lived in New York. It was like really like
Sex in the City-esque?
Yeah, basically like the gay Sex in the City.
Huh. I never knew that.
You learn something new every day.
But you didn't see.
The help is always gay.
I tell you,
That's a bar.
That was the name of his last episode.
I know.
Yeah, I always get curious about that because, like, there you have some guys and you're like, I don't know if he's gay, but I know he's black.
right?
And then it's like, I'm not going to question whether you're gay or not.
No, because I mean, honestly, I just started this job, and it was kind of interesting because I've kind of I was chilling and like just walk in, do my job, go home. Like I kind of finally got that into my head. Like, go to work, make your money, go home. You ain't gotta. And I worked there for about 3 months, and nobody knew. And I was like, wait, what is not registering with people?
Yeah, but Lewis, I've seen you walk into places with your belly button out. That's what I'm saying.
See,
So,
and
yeah.
yes, and I mean, I've seen straight men do it.
It was the snicker after he said that. He was like, "Yeah, I've seen it."
But that and that's the thing. Like wintertime, I put on some clothes.
Fucking it.
And the summertime, you're gonna see my belly button. I can do both.
Shout out to Growth. So it's almost equal across the board for you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just like I don't know if I like the shock value of like stuff like that. I don't know, like, I never really. I can feel in the room, especially if I walk in the room and I'm like weirdly gay like that. Like I got my crop top on, like I got my shorts on, and I can see where people feel a little uncomfortable, but how they feel is not my business. Like,
Right.
I just walk in and I just be myself, and it's just like.
How bad is the climate these days?
I mean, it's
Because I'm always curious because I look at things a certain way. Like,
Right.
This is my second time having you on. You give me the banter, and any other nigga that you text that to would be pissed off.
right.
But
And the thing is,
we're cool. We're friends. Like,
Right.
I don't take it any kind of way seriously. It's no different from me telling my episode 62 gets to sit on my face the whole episode.
oh Jesus,
So
you did not do that. To
shout out to the
Patreon.
Patreon.
Nah,
Please tell me you didn't do that to someone.
He did. He
the
really
whole
did.
episode.
I don't get asked to sit on your face.
Because, no, like Nelson said last night, he's the one who was sitting on people's faces.
Edit.
We don't edit shit around here. We don't edit shit
I
around
said
here.
it.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. We'll have fun. And I like when you sent me that first text, it was what was it? Oh, I didn't know you go when I was like the 2 episodes. I was the 2 episodes now. I mean, the episodes are 2 hours long now, and you was like, I didn't know you could go for that long. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like,
I know. And that's the thing.
But I know, like, if you said it to some other people,
Right.
that would piss them the fuck off. They'd be ready to
Yeah.
fight you. So that's why I asked what because I look at it a different way. I
mean, I guess when it comes to stuff like that, I've always the way I've navigated, because I was the only gay kid out pretty much mostly through high school, and the way I navigated straight people was just being funny. Because I feel like you can say anything if it's funny.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I'm joking. Like, we have a certain respect. There's a certain line you don't cross. Like, But I tend to try and surround myself with people that
Or like my
can get over stuff like that. Because I mean, it's just like you're allowed to. If we're friends and we have that type of thing, you can say kind of whatever you want. Because we have a certain type of respect for each other, and I try and fill out people and just not put myself in a situation where.
So it's not like the
does
climate's
become a
really
problem.
changed. You're just getting smarter. And
I'm
maneuvering.
smarting about it. Yeah, exactly. Like I can realize if I'm sitting at a bar and I'm with a friend and somebody's giving me a rich side eye. I mean, how they feel about me is not my business, and a lot of times I might be overthinking it, and they have no problem. But it's just like I can tell that like when to step away from someone or when to like back off. Because,
when to move in.
right? When to move in. I tell you, you've seen
guys
it.
oh god,
I know you've seen it.
You guys are persistent. I say
I
that
tell
all the
you.
time. You tired of you get the gay guys hitting on me at the fucking bar. I'm like, dude. I
mean, you can't do
girls.
anything about a man that knows what he wants.
You're right. So leave me alone because I know what I want.
I tell you.
I know what I want. So
You get hit on a lot at the bar?
well, it's my ass.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the gray sweatpants?
You do be wearing sweatpants a lot.
Shut up, Eric. Edit.
Honestly, I can see why you don't wear jeans. Because it would accentuate your ass more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, skinny jeans probably were a thing for you. Have you ever tried them
I've
on?
never worn skinny jeans specifically
Oh.
because now we're not doing this, but I'll get this one thing out is I've always had the butt that I have.
Right.
So yeah, skinny jeans was never possible. My mother would look at me like I was fucking stupid if she ever saw me trying to walk in those tight pants. Yeah, I'd look like.
See, and they
A
just
body
worked for
pocket.
me. They just worked for me. Such a difference.
Who gives you the most shit? Being black and or gay?
I definitely get people, like, it does tend to be more of your
Own?
red, like, with my own, it's really, I don't know how to explain which one would be worse, because it's just like, when I walk into a bar, you never know if it's going to be your own. You never know if it's going to be the redneck. You don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like I try and steer clear away from like something I feel like it's not working that way. But it's just like people do it in different ways. Like if I do it with a white, like if it's like some type of redneck guy, he thinks he can say anything and like he'll see how far he can go.
Yeah.
With black people, it's more like they'll be more upfront about it, like, get step back or like don't fuck with me. Like they're a little more aggressive about like what they're doing, and then like the white guy, just like a white guy was talking to a black guy trying to piss him off, like they're gonna say something,
Yeah.
and wait for you to go off and things like that, and it's just
Okay, I see what you're saying. Egging you on
right.
to get you to turn into the violent gay.
Right.
I fucking hate white people.
I tell you.
I don't hate white people. I hate mayonnaise sapiens though.
But a lot of times, at some point, I've realized that people do try and give you like some type of chance, and you just have to realize that they're just not where you are, or they're not accepting of what you. And it's just like I try and if you talk to me, if you like have little things you do that like I can tell that you're not really feeling me, all I can do is just be around and show you who I am.
Yeah.
And that's a representation of
Instead of being a gay black man, I'm Lewis to you.
right, exactly. Like you never know what's gonna come out of my mouth or in it.
I think that's like the 7th one.
It's about 7 or 8.
Don't worry, guys. We'll have a counter.
Jesus. Fucking hate him so much.
I love you too.
Yeah, we still got to get some other topics because I really want to get into this pandering in the media.
Yeah.
The millennial trade and G's in trade. You're gonna have to explain that to me. Some personal life fears because I want to talk about that. Of course, our new segment, the death of a Millie. So make sure you tune into the Patreon for that. And throuples and unconventional couples.
Ooh.
That should be funny.
I like that.
So, yeah, we'll roll into this plug of the week, and then we will roll into the what's the thing called? The 2 Kicks and a Hug.
Yeah.
Say bye to you free niggas and get y'all the fuck out of here. For our episode, what the fuck? Hold on one second. Trying to turn my shit down. For our episode, what episode we on? 64?
Yes.
Yeah, 64.
Can we just pretend that it's 69?
No. You cannot. Because if you do that, I'll start saying 69 as the episode name and it'll fuck me up.
Gotcha.
Because next episode I'll be saying 70. And that'll, yeah, no, that's, no. I gotta figure out what we're doing for 70. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For the episode 64 plug of the week, the last plug of the week for volume 20. I mean, for volume 2. The 20th song for volume 2. It's a dope ass track by the guy named King Soul. He calls himself the Steve Urkel of the rap.
Huh.
But his music screams otherwise. He's more like Stefan.
Interesting.
But King Soul has blessed us with an amazing track called Nightlife. It's a dope fucking track, and as always, it'll be in the SoundCloud playlist plug of the week. So make sure you tune into that. Just catch it on liccensedentertainment.com/Irisons Wills. I almost said protest right. /Irisons Wills. The playlist is there, or just go to SoundCloud.com/Irisons Wills, where you can always find the playlist for all plug of the weeks. But this dope ass song by King Soul called Nightlife. Make sure you check it out as always.
10 p.m. Oh no, I don't do the nightlife. I don't hunt the skylights. All up in my bedroom. Silence gets my mind right. Try and tell me no, I would never go with you and your friends to the club, cause I don't do the nightlife. Catch me in my bed, just catch me by 10 p.m. No, I don't wanna wait, no, to see this end. If you not about it, you are not my friend. Need my Z's for W's, attention or to bend. I respond wide awake, I got my feelings straight. I got a million plans and I'm about to do all of them. No, I really don't have the time to wait. I'm always early, I'm never late. You know what I started, you getting carded. That's my guitarist. When I run up, I've been heavily guarded through the nightlife. I don't hunt the skylights. All up in my bedroom. Silence gets my mind right. Try and tell me no, I would never go with you and your friends to the club, cause I don't do the nightlife. Pull up and I know I got it. You better know I don't lurk. 5 a.m. I put in work. I'm like a CEO with the wake up time. I'm like an 8-year-old when I take up, but just when it's night. I hit the pillow, I don't do the nightlife. I get my best work done when I'm well rested. You can tell I bested everyone around me when I went and tested what they know about me, yeah. When I'm out in Marin County with the soul food early in the morning. Skid the bus past, speed it, I'm flooring. Up to no good, out in Florence. You will not pickpocket, I've been scoring. Said I'm scoring with a medal now. Full speed to the pedal now. With the goals like I'm playing soccer. Skip the nightlife, but still a rocker. Small game, but a big talker. Talking crazy, I'm not off my rocker. Since Instagram, I got a couple stalkers, but I'm still asleep when they come with the nightlife. I don't hunt the skylights. All up in my bedroom. Silence gets my mind right. Try and tell me no, I would never go with you and your friends to the club, cause I don't do the nightlife. I got it now, I'm in my bed. Wake up at 4 and I get ahead. I'm on a treadmill at 5 a.m. but you inconsistent like per diem. I'm gonna be the old grouch that'll quiet you down on a Saturday night, but I'm still in my 20s. Biggest complainer like Hammy or Dundee. I don't go party, I'm not wasting money. I got some new music in the morning that's ready to pop. Better listen up, I'ma drop a new bop. Then I'm getting tired hitting red with a stop. Then I wake up, freestyle from the top. Like homie, let's bounce. Get all this music right out of my head, and I told him I'm ready to pounce. At 10 p.m. I need to sleep in my bed through the nightlife. I don't hunt the skylights. All up in my bedroom. Silence gets my mind right. Try and tell me no, I would never go with you and your friends to the club, cause I don't do the nightlife. I don't do the nightlife. I don't do the nightlife. No. You can find me in my bed sometime around 10 p.m. through the nightlife. Oh.
Nightlife, King Soul. Like I said, that guy's not Steve Urkel. He's Stefan.
Yeah.
Nightlife. As always, SoundCloud playlist plug of the week. Make sure you check it out. That is our last song of Volume 2.
Wow.
So make sure you just go listen to the playlist just to listen to the playlist because it's the dope-ass playlist.
Yeah.
And the next song for episode 65 will be the first song of Volume 3. Look forward to it. Look forward to seeing how we're coming out banging. It's probably going to be Jew because I love starting off with Jew.
Yeah.
And there's a song he did at the fucking music fest. So,
Ooh,
might be
which
using
one?
the second one he did.
Okay. Yep.
So I'll see if I can get that from him. If I make the next episode a Patreon exclusive, we'll see. Two kicks and a hug. Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yes, 2 kicks and a fucking hug, and then I gotta say bye you free niggas, and I hate saying bye you free niggas, but sometimes I gotta do it.
Just do the fucking $1, man. It's $1.
It's just $1.
4 fucking quarters. Cheap bitch.
All right, Jesus, nigga.
Oh, the aggression.
I felt that one. 2 kicks and a hug. Shout out to the man whose first 2 letters in their first name is CH. Dumb bitches love y'all. Shout out to the women that said they leaving all they bullshit in 2021 and had some nigga they just met balls deep immediately after the ball drop. Shout out to the black people that came out of 2021 more successful than they went in. It wasn't the best year for all of us, but it was better than 2020. And for making it through, we love you. With all that being said, I heard a woman say that if you take her out for coffee on the first date, you're broke. Now, I believe that's a little bit extreme, and I'm a little bit more lenient. I'll give you at least 63 episodes before I call you broke for not subscribing to the Patreon. So that I say, peace, free niggas.